Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Jada, directed by Kumaran and starring Kathir. Now, in India, we don't get too many pure genre films. That is something like Helen, which is a survival drama, or something like Kaidi, which is an all-out action thriller. Most of our films are mixes of various genres. For instance, our horror films can come with a full-fledged comedy track, or our action films can come with a full-fledged romantic track. So this mix is not something that is unusual for us. So when Jada, which starts out like an underdog sports drama, turns midway into a scary ghost story, I did a mental what the fuck, and then I said, okay, let me recalibrate my brain to expect this kind of movie. So the first half hits all the expected beats. Kathir plays Jada, who is a very good football player. His coach wants him to play in an 11's team so that he can qualify for the selection match and then go on to get a job. But Jada wants to play the rougher version of the game, which is the 7's team. He has a reason, and that reason has to do with a football player that he hero worshipped as a child. Now this character is played by Kishore, and he gets the film's best line when he says he coaches kids because he wants the game to live on after his time. I thought that was the best line of the film, and I really wanted to see a movie about this character instead. But around intermission point, the genre changes. Jada and his friends land up in the kind of village that has a haunted house and a dog that doesn't bark. And if that dog barks, something really bad will happen. But the problem is, it all sounds more interesting than it actually is. There is no sense of time or place, and none of the characters have much color except maybe the heroine played by Roshni Prakash. At one point, she's dressed in red. Now take the scene. Jada asked her to meet him at the temple and she couldn't come, so he's very angry. And that night she visits him and says, I couldn't come because I had my period, and even that he's not able to guess. A friend has to guess that for him. And this leads to a song because we need a romantic track. Whether it's a pure genre film or a mixed genre film, what matters most is obviously the writing. And that's all over the place. We get this track early on, the supposed father-son bond between a deaf mute who's so angry with the world that he's turned into a kind of alcoholic. Now this scene is given so much prominence that we think this character is going to play a huge part later on. But then he's reduced to a nobody. There are some North Chennai gangster types who keep making threatening noises, but they're also reduced to nobodies. The football itself turns into a very watered down version of what we thought it would be in the rest of the film. And I ended up feeling very bad for Kathir. Now I realize that he's probably not yet at a point in his career where he can choose the perfect script. But a few more films like Jada, and I'm very afraid that he might get benched. So that's it for Jada. The full review is up on the Film Companion website. If you like this video, do subscribe to Film Companion South, and see you soon at the movies.